And there's children screaming. What a great way to start out the video. I live next to a playground connected to a school, so from like 10 in the morning to 3 at night, there are constantly children screaming at the tops of their lungs because recess. It's times like this I'm really glad I'm going to be a high school teacher and not an elementary teacher, because I just couldn't do it emotionally or mentally. You know, I'm so glad that there are people who can do it because I just can't. I'll take care of the older ones, thank ya. So hopefully we won't be able to hear them screaming in the background of my video, and if they are, there's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. I really wish there was, believe me. So guys, once again, it is way past the month I'm supposed to be doing the favorites videos of. I haven't had favorites for like quite a few months just because I hadn't been trying a lot of new products. I was really trying to finish up finals and everything for school, so I didn't really have a lot of favorites. But since I went to the beach and summer's starting, I've found a couple of products that I really like and I'd like to share with you guys. Of course, it's like June 6th when I'm filming this, so May is gone and past, and I'm a little bit late to the favorites boat, but we're gonna try anyway. Starting off with the makeup products for my favorites this month, I would like to start off with the Estee Lauder moisturizer here that I have. It is called Day Wear by Estee Lauder. Advanced Multi-Protection Antioxidant Cream, Broad Spectrum SPF 15. I don't know why I felt the need to say that dramatically now that I think about it. Anyways, I've been using this stuff a ton. I went on vacation in the Outer Banks, as you might have seen from my vlogs, and there's tons and tons of sun there, and I burn very, very easily, sadly. So, to protect my face, I decided to start using an SPF moisturizer in my routine, and I absolutely love this one. It smells like cucumber melon. The packaging is just so sleek and gorgeous. I love it. And you can't tell that it has like SPF in it. Usually like sunscreen is very like sticky or oily and it just feels uncomfortable. This feels just like any other moisturizer you would put on your body, and I love it. A little bit goes a long way. It's a very thin formulated product, and I love the way it smells. It just makes it easier to put on. It doesn't have like that super medicinal smell. It just smells kind of like, you know, a nice cucumber melon hand cream. Will I be using this when it comes to winter? Probably not, because I won't necessarily need as much SPF then, and I might have a new product by then. But for the summer, this is definitely going to be my go-to before I put all my makeup on. I put on this. Next, I have my super most favorite face product for this video. It is the Too Faced Love Flush Blush in the shade Love Hangover. This blush looks so natural on my skin that I just love using it. I've used tons and tons of blushes before from like NYX and everything, and none of them stay on quite like this. It does say 16-hour blush, and I can attest to it that it at least stays on for 8 to 10 hours, because that's basically how long most of my day is, and it is just fantastic. It has like this kind of natural pink tone to it, this rosy color. On my skin tone, it just looks very, very natural. And I kind of like to be a little heavy with my blush, so that's why it looks like this on my face all the time, is because I prefer it to look that way. I would say though with this, you kind of have to be light-handed. It's really, really easy to go overboard because the pigment on this is ridiculous. It has this adorable like bunny print in it that I've successfully not messed up even from using this like hundreds of times, but the pigment is just ridiculously there. And it is really, really deep colored, and it needs to kind of be toned down or, you know, blended out, because if you just like put it on your skin like this, it's kind of too much. It really needs to be blended. So my advice would be to blend it out really well, or to just use a little bit of it. That's been the hardest part with this blush, getting used to, is, you know, trying to have a light hand with it. I'm used to with my other blushes just like digging right in and swirling the brush, but with this I have to be really, really careful. The good news is you don't use a lot of product this way. I love the packaging for Too Faced. It looks adorable. It's very light and has a nice magnet close on it, and it kind of looks like a Polly Pocket, as I've said before. I think I showed this in one of my other Sephora hauls, but after trying this, I can definitely testify that it lasts long and it looks beautiful. My last makeup product, or should I say products, I guess, is the NYX lip cream in the shade Cons, or Canes. You know, the place in France. It was in a Mr. Bean movie, like Mr. Bean's Holiday or something, and he was like, Cons, you know, that one. And the Tarte Lip Quench that I got, I had talked a lot of smack on this in my Sephora haul for it, for good reason too. It slips and slides all over the place, and you gotta reapply a lot, but I tried it as a top coat with this one. I'm sure that this has been in a past favorite video of mine because I love the color. It looks so, not natural, but it kind of just gives that deep tone to your lips. It looks nice and like pinky and rosy. So this plus this equals a nice glossy finish. So I'm wearing it on my lips today. It just gives the NYX lip cream like that little extra gloss that I like in a lipstick because I'm not like all about the matte colors. I always think it looks really nice. Plus, I feel like when summer comes around, I prefer a gloss or a satin lip because it just looks more juicy and, you know, dewy for the summertime, rather than just like in the fall and the winter, I'd prefer to use mattes. So this plus this seems to be a pretty good combo. Moving on to some not makeup items, I have some pins that I got off of Wish. I've been trying the Wish app. It's kind of like AliExpress where you buy things really cheap from Chinese wholesalers generally, and the products can be good or not good. The main thing is to make sure that you're buying from somebody who has lots of good reviews. Then you know that you're getting a good product because thousands of other people have also gotten it. If you're getting something that nobody else has gotten, you're really taking a risk on that deal and seeing whether or not the product is actually worth it. So I'm a really big fan of using apps like Wish and sites like AliExpress. You just have to be really careful and a really conscious buyer. Moving on to the pins, these are absolutely adorable. I've been a really big fan this past year of putting things on my black backpack because it's such a plain, flat surface. I've had tons and tons of keychains. That was kind of like my last year thing. And this year I'm thinking to do a lot more pins and colorful, you know, pops of color for that black background. So these are what I came up with. I found this gorgeous unicorn one that will go very well with another unicorn one I have in my bag. It doesn't have the rainbow hair. I think it's such a pretty, like, saturated color scheme that it has going on, and I love it. Then I have this one, which is my absolute favorite. It is a castle that is glittery and pastel and has a little dangly part to it. I just absolutely love it. It is one of my absolute favorites. It has like this little rainbow and little gemstones on it. It is absolutely adorable. They had tons of other cute ones like this, but this one was my favorite, and this was only ended up being $1. Next, I have some stickers I found at a store near where I lived called Simple Dicks. I'm still mentally 15. I'm sorry. I can take it seriously now. So I found these stickers at Simple Dicks. I can do this. Well, it's better than the complicated ones. Anyways, guys, I am a huge 90s cartoon fan, early 2000s around there. I was born in 1997, so I didn't really get to experience the fashion movements of the 90s, but I did get to experience the cartoons because I had an older brother who also loved them. This store has a lot of outdated things. Like, they don't even mean to have the outdated things. Like, the store is literally just a bunch of bins of things. So you might find like bouncy balls in one area of the store, and then there might be like paint in another section of the store, and flower pots, or like old board games. And like, the store's goal is not to be vintage. The inventory is just really old. They always have amazing prices though, so I can't complain about that. I love that I found these stickers. I'm a huge stationery fan, and these were exactly what I was looking for because I am obsessed with every single one of these cartoons. First, I have the Land Before Time stickers. They're absolutely adorable. They have little tree stars and everything, and oh my gosh, there's Littlefoot and Ducky, and I love them. I love them so much. I'm probably going to put these on my new notebooks for this coming semester. Then I found some baby Looney Tunes ones. They had a couple different character sheets, but Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner have always been my favorite Looney Tunes segment. So this is like the epitome of what I would want for baby Looney Tunes stickers. I love the teal, and they look so cute. They have little diapers on, and they're adorable. I used to watch baby Looney Tunes a lot when I was younger. Then finally I found some Rugrats ones. This is like the OG Rugrats. Like, Kimmy wasn't even in this show yet. That's how early they were. And I absolutely loved the Rugrats. They were one of my favorite shows. I watched it every single day, and I probably have seen all the episodes, including all the grown-up ones. They're my favorite. So when I saw these, I absolutely flipped out, and all of these stickers were only 50 cents a piece. So I only spent like $1.50 to revisit my childhood at Simple Dicks. I'm sorry. As far as my not physical object things that are favorites this month, vacation. I loved going on vacation, and I got to take my friend Sam this year. So, hey Sam, if you're watching. We had a great time. We went to the Outer Banks to Buxton, North Carolina, and we got to visit Ocracoke Island one day, and we got to go shopping and to the beach. We made a sand castle. It was a really good time, and you guys can learn all about that in my past 2 videos of vlogs. We also saw some really cute cats. People down there, like, love cats, and that's my kind of people. Because I'm, like, 100% gonna be an old cat lady, whether I'm married or not. I'm just gonna have lots of cats. Then as far as, like, favorite TV shows, I haven't been, like, strictly watching any Netflix shows this month because I've been kind of busy, you know, figuring out school for this next semester, getting a job in town, and everything like that. So I've just been kind of busy. But there is a TV show that I've just been, like, going to, like, during the day as, like, background noise, or just as something to watch while I wait, you know, for my mom to get home so we can go do stuff, things like that. And that would be The Amazing World of Gumball. Now, I know it's a kid's show on Cartoon Network, and I know it's kind of newer, and a lot of people don't like the newer cartoons they didn't watch when they were little, but I find Amazing World of Gumball to be an exception to this rule. It has tons of multimedia, like, it's not just animation, there's, like, all sorts of different textures and patterns, and I really enjoy that about the show. And there's a lot of weird characters with quirks, and they kind of break the fourth wall a lot. I feel like it's a really neat show. It's not like your average kids show. It's kind of just funky and goofy, and they have a lot of interesting plots that, like, you wouldn't see in other shows. Like, in one of the episodes, Darwin, like, the fish, becomes a dictator. That's one of my favorite episodes. So that's just been a show I've been going to lately for fun, not to, like, you know, in-depth watch it. I do, but not like a Netflix binge watching kind of sesh. Maybe I'll have some of that more this coming month, but I don't know yet. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys all had a great month of May and are going to have a great June as well. I will see you next time in my Lush haul video that's coming up. Stay stellar, guys. Bye!